about Target Dollar Spot, and you got to buy it when you see it.
Check.
Check. We're going to learn how, well, we already learned how Rachel hides some of her Target purchases in the shower.
And in the she shed.
Check. No, so for those of you that don't know me, my name is Melissa Gratz. I am a Superstar Director in Michigan. I've been with Scentsy since 2008. When I joined, I never anticipated making it a business. And then it kind of started making itself a business for me. And that's when I realized that the train was going to move forward no matter what. So I was either on the train or not. And it's really similar to times right now. This is probably the most momentum, the best, well, we know Scentsy just had their best month ever. So this is probably pretty comparable to that train that was moving pretty quickly when I joined. And so now is awesome. So first of all, pat yourselves on the back for showing up on this Zoom, for building teams, for working your businesses, because you are part of a pretty small percentage of people that actually show up. And so, you know, in direct sales, there's millions and millions of people across the globe that do direct selling, that do multi-level marketing, that do companies just like Scentsy. And a very small percentage of them actually make anything out of it. And I don't mean make money, but literally take that lump of clay that is this business that they bought a kit for and mold it into something. And so just by showing up, you are a step above those that have, I want to say your peers, but not peers, other consultants. You are a step above, because to show up, you go up. And in order to go up, you have to show up. And so I never anticipated to make anything out of Scentsy. I didn't know the opportunity that I had right in front of me when I started. And like I said, the train was going to move forward with or without me, and I decided to move with it. And it's been going on 13 years. And I am so thankful for it. I've been thankful for my business multiple times. Thankful when I almost lost my 40-hour-a-week job. Thankful for it when I had children. Thankful for it during a pandemic. Thankful for it when, I mean, the list goes on. Thankful for it because of the things I've learned that are not Scentsy related. Thankful for it because of the community that I have gained, the friends that I have made, like I said, the culture I've become a part of. The list goes on and on and on. It's so much more than just a fragrance business, but how much you get out of it is directly related to the value you give to the community and to your business as well. So that is one of my most favorite quotes. The value you receive from Scentsy is directly proportionate to the value you give. And so you will only ever find value in things that you give of yourself to. And if you're like me and you have my personality that is, I don't really want to do anything unless I'm going to give it 110%. If it doesn't work, at least I will know that I gave all of myself to it. Because realistically, our time is valuable, and we only have so many hours in a day and so many hours in a week, and we have so many people that want things from us that we really have to decide what is important to us and prioritize the things that we give our time and our energy to. And so that being said, if you're not going to give what you have to give, why are you here? And I don't mean that that's a kind of rhetorical, hypothetical kind of question. That's not actually asking you why you're here, but it's kind of one of those self-reflection things. Like, if you're not going to give all of yourself to it to try to make it be something for you and your family, why do it? Because when you aren't giving 100% of yourself, and you don't have to, trust me, there's days I barely give 15% of myself, but on, you know, more than average, you're giving 100% of yourself to this business. That's how you see the reward in it. That's how you, nobody becomes superstar director. Nobody becomes superstar director because they give 15% to this business. And so if you give 15% to your business, then your why has to align with that amount that you're giving. Okay, so this is probably going way further than I ever wanted to take that. So let me bring it back around. So I've been here 13 years. What does that mean? It means I've seen a lot. It means I've seen a ton of products sell out. It means I've seen a ton of frustration on days like today when we have a limited time offer. It sells out in like 25 minutes. And you're like, how are we supposed to do this if we can't even get the products for our customers, right? Well, you know what? My philosophy is if a product is selling out, we have a product people want, and that's in a really good position to be. And so, okay, so Sully sold out. Well, guess what? It's because Scentsy hardly ever disappoints us in the long term. We may be frustrated and disappointed in the short term, but in the long run, Scentsy hardly ever disappoints us. And so, okay, your customer didn't get a Sully today, but there's going to be another pre-sale that happens. Scentsy is going to make good on that. And so out of every thing that we could be negative about, there is always a positive to it. So yeah, I had a customer that came tonight. She was upset because she ordered a Hello Fall warmer online on October 5th and it still hadn't arrived. And she received a partial shipment with her Christmas warmer, and she doesn't understand why the Christmas warmer would come before the fall warmer. Well, logically, as a consumer, that makes sense, right? But on the backside, we know that right now you're lucky to get what you can get. Be happy you got that Christmas warmer but realistically, I just said to her, I'm like, you know what? I will do whatever I can to make you happy. I can't tell you when that Hello Fall warmer is coming. I can't tell you. So when she reached out to me and she was frustrated, I said, you know what I do have? I have a fall warmer of my own. It's not Hello Fall, but I have a fall warmer. I want you to take this fall warmer from me and use it in your house until your Hello Fall warmer arrives. If it's all of fall, then it's all of fall. And when your Hello Fall warmer arrives, I will take my fall warmer back from you. And I said, here's pumpkin scents. So she started out by being frustrated with me and coming just to pick up my fall warmer that I was going to loan her. And she left having purchased a $30 6-pack of all fall scents. So it's all in how you handle things. If your customer is mad, your customer's frustrated, they're going to pick up on if you feed that energy. Or if on the flip side, you're like, you know what? Let me make it right. I can't control when this warmer is going to come because it's been popular. You have excellent taste. I can't control when it's going to come, but what I can control is how I can make you happy. And that's simple. So it's mindset. It's all on how you present yourself, how you present your business, how you present Scentsy. And that goes for the same thing with why people want to join your organization as well. It is 100% people. Yes, they're joining Scentsy, but they have their choice to choose from any of us to join Scentsy. So why are they going to choose you to join Scentsy? Is it because they see how much fun you have? Is it because they see that you, what did that say? Melissa's McDonald's, what? Melissa is McDonald's diet. Oh, you're so cute. I was thinking, how did you see that?
Girl, I listen to everything you say. I'm like, you got to be consistent. You got to be like McDonald's Diet Coke. They're good every time. She loves McDonald's Diet Coke.
I do. Well,
yes, obviously.
I was like, how did you see my Diet Coke? Oh, see, then I do that. I respond to something, then I completely lose where I was going. Okay, somebody, a prize to whoever tells me what I said last. Anybody, what did I say? That's why I can't.
That whole jazz.
Say that again?
Being consistent, that whole jazz.
That's why I can't ever look at the chat until, like, while I'm doing things, or when I go live, I cannot look at the comments because I will completely, did you just call me old, Josh? Josh just said, that's okay, I'm old and can't remember things too. Josh,
You were talking about why joining your team.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's it.
There.
That's it.
Thank you. That is exactly right. Now it was, yeah. So take that, Josh. Just kidding. So people can buy from any consultant. They can join under any consultant. Scentsi's consistent as far as the products they offer. So why did they join with you? Why did they buy from you? They don't buy from you because you have to give away the farm in order for them to buy from you. That's why all of us can't offer personal specials in public, so that the playing field is level. If I want to wrap my, if I want to wrap my warmers and jazz up my orders for my customers, and then that's something that I can offer that is not a ton of output as far as, because Scentsy says you can add on, what is it, like 10% of the price of an order. You can add on as like wrapping and special little things that you want to do to set yourself apart, which is okay to do. But I can't brag and post all over social media that if you buy from me, I'll give you free warmers. Or you buy from me, I will give you every warmer that you ever want from half price, because that's not a level playing field. So that's why, and I love that Scentsy keeps us compliant as best as they can in that regard, because it does level the playing field and it allows us to set ourselves apart on our own, but not in a way that damages other consultants. So are you sharing your business on social media? Are you incorporating your business into your everyday life? Remember, you're not a mom in the morning and a wife in the evening and a Scentsy consultant on every Thursday from 3 to 4. You're a Scentsy consultant from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. So incorporating it into your daily life makes it a heck of a lot easier to work your business than if you are taking your hats on and off constantly. It's really hard to work your business consistently if you are only a Scentsy consultant in the couple hours a week you work your business. It's hard to be consistent. You have to own it. When you own it and you're proud of it and you show it and people see that you love it and people see that you enjoy doing what you do, that's when it becomes more of a lifestyle, not a side job or one of those party businesses. Right? Because a lot of times the persona or the stereotype with party businesses is, oh, she only ever talks to me when she wants me to have a party. She only ever talks to me when she wants me to join her team, or she wants me to buy something, or she wants to sell something to me. Well, that's because you're not owning that you are that person all the time. You always have that in your back pocket to offer. That shouldn't be why you connect with people. You'll always have that card to play, but you have to be a person and a friend and just an average, normal, human being first. And when you're a Scentsy consultant 24 hours a day and you own that, it becomes just part of who you are. And a lot of that is when you're interacting on social media, which I have really been trying hard. I have been trying really hard. It does not come natural for me. Even though talking on these kinds of calls and speaking on a convention stage in front of 10,000 people is more comfortable for me than working social media consistently, because I don't feel like I'm good at it. And so it's something I'm working really hard at just being consistent on, because there is a way to connect with people on so many levels right from my couch. And I am actually engaging with people, not about Scentsy, about my Target finds and my Halloween, blind bags that my daughter was obsessed with that we got at Costco, and my popcorn that I'm making, and my backyard renovation that's going on, and sprinkled in with it is Scentsy. And so the conversations that I'm having on social media via private message, and it's not about Scentsy, but Scentsy is just part of all of those other wonderful things that I have to offer my community of people. All right, going off on some tangents. And I asked Rachel, I said, what do you want me to talk about? She said, talk about whatever, which can be a dangerous thing to tell me because I will literally take you in whatever direction my story leads us. And so let me check and see, or maybe Rachel, you run through the chat and see if there's anything that you might want me to respond to. If you have anything that you want to know or ask me, I don't know if I'll have the answer or a good answer, but you could still ask it.
I have a question.
Put it in. Yeah.
I have
me.
a question to guide you. Okay. So if you could say one single thing that you did 12 years ago or 13 years ago that really made out of everything you've done, what is the thing that you've done with your business that made the biggest difference? A single actionable task that's made the biggest impact on your business.
Making every person that I deal with Scentsy-wise feel like they're the most important person to me, which really started with my customers. And I still will make them feel like they are the most important people. My thank you card that goes in with every single one of my orders says, I appreciate you so much. I'm thrilled to be your Scentsy consultant. Your support of our family business means the world to us. Enjoy these samples and goodies as our way of saying thanks. And I just always include a little sample of Counter Clean in my thank you package, or not my thank you, in all of my orders or in any of my thank yous. And I follow that up with this little already printed thank you card. It's nothing special, but taking care of them, I get more response out of me thanking them for their business than just by taking good care of my customers. So I would say that's probably one of the single best things I did, because that really launched me into realizing this was a business.
And
Was when,
on that note, how many, because I don't think that they know this, but how many years in a row have you earned annual sales?
oh gosh,
You have the most stars out of everybody, but how many is it? Because I know, because I look every year.
11.
So she means
maybe,
it. When she says that, there's the
maybe 11.
to also back it up, like 100%.
Well, thank you. I think 11, maybe 12. I think I only didn't earn it my first year in Scentsy. Maybe my second year in Scentsy too. So I think 11. But that's also because I set my goal to never sell less than $2,000 a month. And you have to sell about $2,500 a month to earn annual sales, but take into account that during months like August, September, October, I mean, my sales right now, I think, are at 5,300 for the month. So taking that into account, but I set a goal that no less than 2,000. And that's just me setting that goal that is non-negotiable. And it's okay if your goal is 500, non-negotiable, because you have to have it be 500 if you want to get paid on your downline. And there is absolutely no excuse to not have 500 a month. Because if you have months where you don't have at least $500 in sales, it's really tough to build a consistent business if you aren't even doing your part. And your part is at least 500. It isn't hard to do. Selling $500 a month is not difficult. And to put it into perspective for you, $500 a month divided by 30 days in a month is a $16 sale a day. That's less than that's a 3-pack of bars a day. And if you sold a 6-pack one day, you just got tomorrow off. But we don't really take tomorrow off.
I love that. And I remember that from something that you did last year, was when you took what you had remaining in annual sales and you broke it down and every day sold that. And I remember that.
I did. Last year, I don't know how I fell short more toward the end. Well, I just didn't have as much cushion as I had wanted. But I think I was 70 days out, and I took what I needed and divided it by 70 and was like, this is how much I need. And I printed off one of those calendars, the free printable calendars from the internet for the months I had remaining. And I tracked my sales every single day, because when you see yourself selling consecutively, it is a mental thing. You don't want to break that. It's like when you do something, you go to the gym 4 days in a row and you're like, all right, I don't want to break my streak. Now that's for you, those of you that go to a gym. That's not for me. Let's talk about sales instead.
Well, you go to Target 7 days in a row and you don't want to.
But like when you mentally see that in front of you, that you've had sales, because I remember this. I did a 13-day streak when I was trying to earn my annual sales last year. I did a 13-day streak, and I'll be damned. I was like, I am not losing this streak. But seeing it, to know it was one thing, but to see it was another. And so if you are ever trying to accomplish a goal, like right now, I'm trying to hit that goal with incentive points for the trip. I don't have, for the level I want to earn, I don't have enough sponsoring points to earn it. And I am well over for PRV points for the trip, but not my sponsoring points. And so I have taken the time that's left in this incentive period and the amount of points I need for sponsoring, and I am dividing it out, and that is what I am working to conquer. Everything that you do that is a goal for you in the short run, you have to put a plan together and visually see it. Because just to keep it up here doesn't hold you accountable enough. So whether it's posting it on your mirror, it's the screens, the lock screen on your phone, that every time you pick up your phone, it says sell 2,000 a month. Whatever it is, you have to post it so that it holds you accountable. You have to track it on a calendar so it holds you accountable. To piggyback on that customer service, really, truly, I will say, getting into the mindset that Scentsy is something to do consistently is probably more important, if not equally important, as taking care of your customers. But working your business consistently, I know you hear it all the time. I know that we all say it. I know consistency is an overused word, but I'm going to tell you, it's like Orville's. Orville has always used the analogy of, imagine a merry-go-round. And when you are on a merry-go-round, it's tough to get it going, but once it's going, you can keep it going by just using a couple fingers, right? You can keep, it's like that momentum that merry-go-round has over time is easier to continue when there is momentum. And the moment that merry-go-round stops, you need that momentum to pick back up again so you can get the merry-go-round going. Same with your business. It is a heck of a lot easier to work your business 15 minutes a day than 1 hour on the weekend. It's much easier to work your business 2 hours a day, if you have that amount of time to give, than it is to work it 1 day out of the week. So incorporating, even if it's, okay, every morning while I'm drinking my coffee, every night when I'm kind of funky though about, I don't like to contact people too late at night. I find that even if it's earlier in the morning, that's still more acceptable than 11 o'clock at night. So you're drinking your morning coffee, that's when you're reaching up, you're following up, you're using Amy. If you're not using Amy as a follow-up system, please, 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 please start. That'll change if there was one thing I wish that we had when I started Scentsy, my goodness, I wish it was Amy, because I thought I was good at keeping up with my customers and following up. But man, the amount of people I've reached out to that if I had trapped them in Amy, oh my goodness. But little tasks. So here's kind of the best action item I can send you away with. And then Rachel, you tell me what other questions we have. But here's the best thing. If you hear nothing else I say tonight, because I ramble, write a task list from start to finish in no particular order. No particular order, brain dump, okay? Everything that you would do for your business and that you need to do for your business. So it could be everything from make samples to write thank you notes for October orders to order new business cards, order labels, watch that training, close my party, set up a new, whatever it is, brain dump, get a social media plan, start an Instagram account, start a VIP page, start a business page, go on the training center every Tuesday and watch a whatever, okay? Brain dump for your business. And then you're going to have 2 lists. The things that are one time, I need to do it. I need to order business cards. And once I do that, I can cross it off. So there's 2 sides on your paper. The things that happen once but need to get done, and the things that happen repetitively. Thank yous are always going to happen. You may accomplish them for your October orders, but then you're going to have to do them again, right? You're going to have to do them. Okay, so there's 2 sides to your paper. Then you're going to assign tasks. Assign how long is it going to take you to finish that task? How long? Because here's what ends up happening. This piece of paper then travels with you. And if you're me, mine looks like this. Where is it? Mine is in this little book. Now, see, I got some Post-it notes I got to transfer over, but mine's in this little book. And I take it everywhere with me. So if I'm getting an oil change and I know that I'm going to have 30 minutes or 45 minutes, I've got this book with me with times assigned next to those items. If I think it's going to take me 30 minutes to do something, then that's a task that would fit perfect when I'm getting my oil changed. Because until we carry it all up here, but you know what else is up here? The stuff I got to get from the grocery store. What time do I got to pick the kids up from school? Wait, what day is picture day? They've got to take their Halloween candy by the I have all that other stuff up here too. I can't hope that something doesn't fall through. And so if that is one tip I can give you to make you work your business consistently and get into the mindset of doing it, it's brain dump, organize, and take that list with you all week. And then at the end of the week, when you do your little, I don't know if you do a little planning session. I always have to on Sundays. We kind of figure out what the week looks like and what's going on for the week. That's when I'll brain dump again and be like, okay, what am I up against this week? Because on top of it, you're going to have customers that call you and want something. Somebody from, a team member that's going to need something. You're going to have all those other things that take up your time, but those are immediate. Those are just kind of sprinkled in, but you need to have intentional time set out and tasks that you can put into those time slots. Even if that means going through the contact list on your phone and assigning, like, here's something that I did. I went through my phone, and if they were a Scentsy customer of mine, even if they're a good friend of mine, if they have bought Scentsy from me, the first, before their name, it says CUS in front of their name, and then space, and then their name. It doesn't change their contact information at all, other than when I want to go do a mass text to my customers, all I have to do on my phone is search CUS, and all those people get that text or whatever it is I want to share with them. Now, Lisa Benson, you're also my cousin, right? But you're in my phone as cuz. But you buy Scentsy from me. You are going to be CUS and then Lisa in my phone. Because even though you're my cousin, I don't want to have to be like, okay, wait, I'm going to send the text to all my customers. Wait, but I also want to send it to my cousin Lisa, and I want to send it to my aunt, and I want to send it to my college roommate, if you put CUS, you're not missing anybody. And that is one of the best tips, is that when you're wanting to send out a quick text, you could also narrow that down even more and put people's last names as the product that they love. So like if you have somebody that's a Disney fanatic, put that somewhere in their name. So that anytime Disney launches, you can search your phone, Disney, and all those people would get the LTO text from you. If you have somebody that loves, like I always put the last name of my customers as the product that they love or the product that they bought from me last or the reason that we talked last. So that way when they call, I know exactly who I'm talking to based on if it's somebody that loves Sunkist Citrus. When I start the conversation with them and they're calling me, I can say, are you calling because you need more Sunkist Citrus? And instantly they're like, how do you remember that? How do you know? And yeah, there's customers that you're always going to remember that they love certain things, but there's also going to be ones that you haven't talked to in a while. And the last time you talked to them is because they needed a 15-watt light bulb. How do I know that? Because her last name in my phone is 15 watt. Because I don't care what her last name is. And I mean that very lovingly. But realistically, that also tells me that that person only got a light bulb from me last time, especially if they just only want bulbs and they don't want to buy wax. I make sure their last name is whatever bulb it was so that I know that I have the potential to upsell them something else because the last time they just wanted bulbs from me. It's getting creative in your contacts tab. People, or in your contacts in your phone. People will say to me, well, I keep all of those in the notes in their contact. And I'm like, that's fine. That's helpful when you go do research on them. But when they call you, you're not getting any instant information and you have to go into their contacts, into their note screen to know anything. And by then, they've already placed their order and it's time to hang up. Or you screen your calls, let them leave a voicemail, go check out their information in their contacts, and then call them back. But you run the risk of missing the sale or missing them. So as much information as you can put in your phone in the context that it shows up. So I'll give you an example and then I'll give you a couple more examples and then I will drop this subject, but I'm really passionate about it. Eva knows this because she's been around a long time with me and you've heard me. How many times do I talk about this, Eva? Like I presented on it a spring sprint. I mean, it's probably like, this is probably your 10th time hearing me talk about this.
But it never gets old. I love it. So keep going.
Thank you. But because it works, I amaze my customers often because they'll be like, how do you remember that? How do you, I've got one in my phone. Her last name is Walmart Parking Lot because that's always where we meet to deliver her order. And so I know exactly in my mind, name, face, who it is. Because when she calls, I'll say, I don't have to ask her where are we going to meet. It tells me right when she calls. Her name is Janine. It says CUS Janine Walmart Parking Lot. All one word is her last name. So when she orders, I say, are we meeting at Walmart? Yep. God, you have a good memory. I know. Thank you. It's because you're important to me. That's what I say. What else do I have? I don't even want to try to think of it off the top of my head because they're pretty creative and I just want to share them with you because I feel like it. So bear with me. Learn how to pull up my phone. Okay. So when I type in CUS, Amy, her last name is plug-in base replace because that's the last thing that we talked about. I replaced her plug-in base. Customer Andrea online Novi. That means I met her at my Novi show and the last order was placed online. Customer Angela WW Tub Clean. So the last thing she ordered was washer whiff tubs and Clean Breeze. Let's see. Customer Ann Silver Bells. That's the only thing she ever gets from me is Silver Bells. Customer Ann Plymouth FF, the Fall Festival. That's where I met her. Customer Annette Enchanted Pumpkin. That's the last thing that she got from me. Customer Barb, Amber Road. So anytime Amber Road comes back, I text her. I type Amber Road into my phone and I text her and let her know Amber Road's coming back. Customer Betty wants to join. That's her last name, wants to join. You better believe it. So anytime that I have a join special or an extra kit to offer, I type in join in my contacts and those people come up. Let's see, what else do I have? Customer Cheryl, 6 Cider Mill. Customer Cheryl, South Lyon Pickup. So customer Corinne, PWS order. If it's from a hostess or it's somebody from a hostess's party, I put that hostess's name in parentheses as their last name. So when I talk to them, I will know exactly which hostess they're coming to me from. Let's see, PWS order, Plymouth Bulb, customer Dorothy, post office. So we always meet at the post office. Globe, Warmer, South Lyon. These are all last names. Customer Fred, Maureen's husband. So because if I put his last name, I'm not going to remember who it is. But when I say I know exactly who it is because he always calls me to get her stuff for Christmas. Stargaze, Wixom, customer Gloria, YMCA. That's where we meet. Customer Jackie, Autumn Stroll. Customer Jacqueline, Kahika Hula. Customer Jan, New Hudson. That's where we meet. Customer Jeanette, Kitchen Master. That's where we meet. That's where she works. Customer Jennifer, Mandarin Moon. Customer Jennifer, PWS order. Customer Jennifer, Woot Dish. You're getting the point. I don't care what their last name is. Their last name is irrelevant, and if they're going to pay by credit card, they're going to give me their last name anyways. So the point is, make it easy on yourself. Keep track in your phone list. This is with you all the time. And you want to see what information comes up when somebody calls you because that's the information that you care about. First and last name. Here's the other thing I started doing. I don't know why it took me so long, and it has been a saving grace. But when somebody orders from me, even with if I'm filling out an order form and I'm placing the order for them, or if they're picking an order up cash and carry from me, I take a picture of the order and I text it to them. So I'll give you 2 scenarios. I placed an order for a customer. I wrote up her order form and I did not put the credit card information in, but I wrote up her order form. I took a picture of it and I texted it to her and it had the total on it. I will now always have reference in association with that customer in our chat, in our text thread. Tonight, customer came over. She bought 6 bars of the pumpkin. I told you, she ended up buying the pumpkin. I lay out the bars. I took a picture of it, texted her with the total $31.80. If she comes back and says, I loved that whatever that I got from you, but I can't remember what it was, I can just say, let me pull up our text history. I texted you the bars that you got from me last time. Here's how else it's helped me. Because I like to keep record of what they've ordered. I like to keep, so when I love, because I don't ever delete my text history. God help me. God help me if my text history is not backed up or I ever lose it. Because I will flat out tell the customer if they're standing in front of me, I'm going to send you a text right now. Now they've got my phone number in their phone. I'm going to text you right now with a picture of your order form or a picture of what you're leaving with so that, and I say for inventory purposes, so I can mark off what you're taking, but really it's to keep track of what they're buying all right here in my phone. It also helps me with knowing whether or not, if somebody says, I'm trying to think of an example because it hasn't happened to me. Anyway, it's just, again, I'm trying to keep everything right here in the one device that's with me at all times. Right at my fingertips. Okay, off on that tangent.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Everybody in the comments is freaking out. So good. So
good. And I feel like I'm not a complete rambling dud.
You could never be a rambling dud.
Well, to people that don't know me, you give me grace because you know me. For people that don't know me, I could be a little over the top.
And do you know who you're talking to right now?
Well, I mean, See, I know you, so I
Right up
love you.
top.
Okay, anything, do you have something as a backup in case your phone breaks? Yes, iCloud.
And then I know that Stephanie had raised her hand a while ago. So I don't know if she still has a question or not, but Stephanie, if you do, you can unmute real quick.
Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, I have so many things to answer. Okay, Stephanie, go.
She might not have a question anymore. It was a while ago, so she may not have a question anymore.
Oh, Shelly, thank you. I hope my excitement's contagious. Listen, I love Scentsy. I still get excited when I change my wax. I still get excited when a package shows up. I still get excited. Literally, though, I really do get excited when I change the wax and that scent hits me and I'm like, man, this product. I don't just tell people this product. Like, I don't try to convince people that this product really is the best. It really is the Louis Vuitton of home fragrance. Like, this is not a knockoff. This really is the best stuff ever. And it makes me really happy. You know what else makes me really happy? Cotton cleanups. Soaking up that wax. Gosh, where have those been all my life?
It's so satisfying.
It is.
It
To
is.
see how many I can get. Really, how many warmer dishes? Trisha's agreeing with me. How many warmer dishes can I do with this one? Because I'm kind of stingy. I'm trying not to be, but I'm a little. Okay, yeah, Eva, you're biased because you know me, so you can listen to me all day. Do you have something as iCloud? I know how your mind works. This is gold. This is amazing. Like, legit. I've been trying to figure out how to do this. Oh, Joy, good. I'm so glad. Okay, genius. I'm getting so excited for new customer contacts and orders. Yay!
And then Trisha asked, do you text random PWS orders?
Do I text random? No, I don't text them. I mail them a thank you package. Or if they're local to me, I drop it off on their porch. I just did a drop off for somebody who I was going to mail it to them. Let me back up and tell you. First of all, I mail, my philosophy is to make some money. You got to spend a little bit of money, but you're spending Scentsy money. You're not spending family money. But I have it down to where my thank you packages cost me $3.21. It is a bubble mailer, and it looks just like this. It's this iridescent package that we all have come to love. And there's a scratch and sniff sheet in it and some laundry samples. The only thing missing from this one is my little 1 ounce counter clean sample. And I put this in a bubble. It's got a catalog in it. It has some join info, and gummy bears are my little signature thing. This goes in a bubble mailer, and it's pretty much $3.21 all across the country, except for Washington is $3.93. And I'm in Michigan, so that you can distance-wise. But I don't text them. I wait for them to get that package. Then I will follow up with them, typically via email or a phone call, and just say, but texting you could do too. Did you receive your Scentsy order? Are you loving it? And have you tried any of your samples? But everybody that orders from me gets a thank you of some kind, and it's typically samples of something they haven't bought. Do I ever do porch pickups, or do you always meet customers? Always, unless I'm not home. Oh, do I ever do where they come to me? Yes, they come to me all the time. To me, a porch pickup is like I have no interaction with them, and that's only if I'm not home. If they will come all the way to me, that's what I prefer, because I have the ability to upsell them if they come to me. If I take it to them, I don't have everything with me to be able to upsell. I don't really have much to show them. So I do prefer they come to me. I would say more come to me than I meet. So I will say that. I also don't spend a ton of time driving around though either. I will mail stuff because my time is valuable. If I can make it a route where I've got a bunch of stops and I can hit a bunch of people, then I'll make it happen. But to drive one order out to somebody that's probably more than like 7 to 10 miles, I won't do it. They can come to me. Let's see. I added people's Facebook profile pic too. Ooh. Jenny Reed, tell us about that. Are you still on?
I'm sure she's still on. Jenny. She is.
Tell us about that.
She's coming.
Hey, I just I friend people on Facebook after they fought for me, and then for the picture, I add their profile picture, so if they call me, I automatically remember who it is,
Oh.
even if I don't remember the name.
I love that idea. I love that idea. And that's encouraging you also to friend them on Facebook. I love it. Is this something that can be added on Android? Oh, Visly. Okay, that's a whole nother ball of wax at Visly. I have not tackled that yet or learned that. Okay, anything else? We are almost to the top of the hour.
Yes, we have taken so much of your time, and we are so stinking thankful.
Listen, I can talk about Scentsy till. So
Can I add something here?
Of course.
Somebody had made a comment about her enthusiasm, and I just want to make sure that people recognize that and see, it is contagious, and sometimes when we train on motivation and things like that, our downline will say, or they'll say about their downline, I can't get them motivated. There's a lot of things that motivate people, whether it's, money or, whatever. But the biggest motivation is life's passion. When you are passionate and you wake up thinking about how you want to fill someone's life with Scentsy, you go to bed thinking about it. You wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it. Like, I'll wake up in the morning thinking about it. Like, I got to get up and write this down. I'm going to forget. Like, that's when you know you're passionate about it. It's not, I'm a Scentsy consultant. I kind of do it. Yeah. No, it doesn't work like that, right? Like the way Melissa is, like, and you see why she's so successful. She's passionate about what she does. And when you're passionate, people see that and they want to be part of that. That's going to help you in sponsoring too. So I just wanted to add that in there. And I'm just so thankful I got to be here tonight, that my team got to be here. So thank you guys so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Well, Rachel, thank you for having me. And Eva, you're right. Like, don't do it if this isn't fun. Bottom line. Because if it's a drag to you, everybody will see it. They'll know it. If this is just something where you're like, oh, I got to put in a minimum order. I gotta. It shouldn't be I gotta. It should be I wanna. And if you're not having fun with it, it's not the right thing. You haven't found the right fit, or you haven't given it enough of a chance. Because I get excited about Scentsy, not just because the scent is amazing, not just because I love having 27 warmers on my first floor of my house. It's not just, that's for real. Not all have wax in them, but I do. It's not just about that. It's about, my friends, it's about getting to do this. I'm not in Rachel's downline. Rachel's not in my downline. It's not about making money off of people and what can you do for me? It's not any of that. And that is not Scentsy culture. That's not any culture that I will ever participate in. And that is something that sets Scentsy apart from other companies. I'm not even just talking about direct selling. I'm talking just in general. We live in a world that is very, very what's in it for me. And you know what? Success is not found by what's in it for me. It's all about what's in it for you. To me, what's in it for you. So we're not in the same, Eva and I are not in the same organization. But you know what? This is what we do in our community. In our Scentsy community and with our Scentsy culture, we're here for each other. Rachel talked on my team call last Tuesday. Like we help each other. We support each other. If Rachel's successful, that means Scentsy has a better opportunity to be successful, which means I have the opportunity to be successful. We want to push each other to be the best and we want Scentsy to succeed so we can all continue to do this business. This is what I do full time. I make a full-time income. My family lives on my Scentsy income. So this is a serious thing for me. This isn't just some little party plan company that, you know, I kind of do on the side. Like, this is, I eat, sleep, and breathe. My 2-year-old can open a clamshell of wax better than most adults. It's a family thing. It's what we do. My daughter has 3 warmers in her room. My son has 2 warmers. You know what? They don't play in the wax. They don't, you know how everybody else, I can't have that because my kids will, you know what? Your kids are going to play in it because that's your mindset then. My kids don't play in the wax. My kids don't bother. You know what I mean? Like, life is all about mindset, and people around you do what you do. People around you think like you think, not in a bad way. And we're not talking politics, but people around you will think birds of a feather flock together, right? So when you're enthusiastic, the people want to be with you. They want to follow you. They want to do what you're doing. They want to see what you're doing. No Eeyores in this business, no Eeyores, except for maybe the cute little buddy sidekick. But other than that, no consultant Eeyores. Okay?
I love it.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you. And I wish I could say anything that was even relatively as important of anything as you just said. So I won't even try. And we'll leave it at that.
Leave it at that. Hey, my favorite, I told you one of my favorite quotes, I told you one of my favorite quotes, which is, to get value out of Scentsy, you have to give value to Scentsy. My other one is, how you do anything is how you do everything. Because it's so true.
Yep.
How you do anything is how you do everything. Thank you so much for having me. I'll come back anytime you want me.
Well, we appreciate you. And don't say that because you're going to be stuck here every Monday. I'm just kidding.
You guys would get sick of me.
Well, I love you.
Guys,
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And we recorded it, so this will be posted on the group tomorrow for everybody to watch back. And I love you, Melissa. Love you, Eva. And thank you, guys.
Bye, you guys. Have a great night. Thanks for having me.